In an event-starved world, cosplayers have stepped forward to show their cardboard expertise in the great Dota 2 Cospobre movement of South America. But can these cosplayers stand up to the legacy of the low-cost Vietnamese Dota 2 cosplays we once revered? It's time to let our expert judges decide. These people know everything about cosplay and nothing about Dota. All comments all in good fun with love and respect to all cosplayers. Remember, the rules are made up and the points don't matter. So let's start assigning some random points.
I'm gonna say a 5 out of 10, and here's why. Because there's an incredible use of like Edward Scissorhands versus I completely deconstructed my intentional cosplay that was for something out of Halo versus Call of Duty with, you know, they've got pieces of a gun rack there, and it's also looks like somehow they headbanged with a transformer.
Can I ask you questions about this costume?
Like,
why? What's on his knee?
I believe his knee is a reference drawing of the character.
Oh, because it looks like a cat holding a dildo from my little Zoom picture. Really great job with Edward Scissorhand meets Gundam meets Home Depot. 3 cat dildos out of 10 cat dildos.
Personally, I love the apple. It's a solid 6.7 right there.
Okay, and this is what the character looks like.
Oh, okay. All my questions are still there.
Okay, yeah.
I can see where they were going with this. I really can.
I liked it better when I thought it was a cat holding a penis. 4.5 Home Depots out of 10 Lowe's.
I'm gonna go down actually. Based on like what's shown here, where the color schemes and like where the things are, like let's just go to a 5.2.
I'm gonna keep it with the 5. We're gonna keep it with the 5 because there's things like this guy doesn't have a picture of himself pasted to the knee. I'm super confused about that one, unless it was for reference, which is very possible. Should I be higher or lower? I feel like a 5 out of 10 is a valid score. It's valid.
That's what you feel. 5 out of 10 it is.
Lights are a very specific approach. This low budget cosplay is definitely like, you can see what the character I think should look like. 7.5.
The fact he got lights in the balloon, I gotta give him a 5.
I'm not sure how many times they had to tape those LEDs to that without it blowing up. I'm not sure how you managed to do that. So the fact that they were able to take the pictures shirtless without it exploding, that definitely gives them props. Well, except for the balloon thing gives it a 5. Because let's be honest, I want to know how many balloons they popped in the process. So let's stick it with 5.
The crotch doesn't glow in the original, so was this like a personal choice? He's like, guys, I don't think I'm gonna win this contest, but so I'm gonna draw attention to my best asset, and that is my junk.
Definitely now a 4, maybe even a 3. You know, I feel like that's a real, if you're gonna go that direction in cosplay, you have to at least grasp the fact that that is an energy body and not actually a real body. Yeah, no, that's definitely now down to a 3. But you know what? Good try.
I would say it's down to like a 3 out of 10.
So I guess the things that I'm surprised about is just the groin being like the only lit up part. This guy's like supposed to be blue. Like I guess you could have done a little more on the upper body. You know, we'll go to a 6.
Are those people or are those 2 dolls?
Those are people.
Oh, it looks like a 1/6 scale diorama.
There's certain ways to address all sorts of potential third world war torn situations. I don't feel like this is one that's going to get you real far. That's
a real wheelbarrow, so I love that. And you can see like the shooting effect. Almost like here you could have used some lights, but okay, well, now we're getting the sense of the scale. So like, let's just give it an 8.
For effort and staging, I'm going with a 6 because that wasn't easy to assemble.
But it looks pretty good. I would probably, oh my gosh, though, it looks like that rocket is his penis. And that guy is like, friend, it is so big, let me help you carry that. So that's definitely a 69 out of 10 or 6.9 out of 10.
Yep, definitely a 3 now. Maybe even a 2. Well, no, I'm going to say a 3. Like, the barrel on the back, I get it. I can see what they were going for, but it's not a barrel. That thing looks like a bomb.
So it's Dota, so they can have different skins.
Okay.
So this could have been a creative desert skin interpretation. The idea of the hero is that he blows stuff up.
They're definitely blowing my imagination here. They're blowing my mind. So I'm gonna say, okay, we'll rock that back up to a 4.
I'll probably go back down. Man, am I a harsh judge by keeping everybody like under 5?
Whatever floats your boat.
I would say I always just really appreciate 2 people coming together. It's really sweet, very romantic. I would say 5 out of 10.
Keeping it separate, like this is an interpretation of the color scheme. Like keep it an 8.
Ooh, I'm trying to figure out, is the grass leggings or is she a serpent? Or I like her wings. I just wish she had taken a better photo. Girl, take better photos of your hard work. And like, where's her arrow? Is it magical? Is it invisible? I'm gonna have to deduct a point for the photo, but I will give it, I do love those wings and I do love the headpiece. I will give it a 5 out of 10.
You know, you get the idea that it's either like some kind of tropical type character or that like potentially even like a snake because the leaf is so long. 5.7.
I never thought I would actually have questions for any palm tree that was trying to viciously attack me, but I feel like in this case, definitely worthwhile. Now, in a windstorm, palm leaves can be very, very dynamic. And in some cases, I was in a storm in Australia and, the palm leaves, they whip across and they can cut you. They're painful. Also, have you ever been slapped with a palm leaf? Like,
why did you get
got
slapped
into an argument with a drag queen
palm?
once, got slapped with a palm leaf. It was very effective in getting my attention. I was standing on her dress. Not important. The point is, they obviously made the arrow, and that's holding the bow. So I'm gonna go with a 6 out of 10. I feel like this is gonna be fairly close. It's fairly accurate, I hope.
I'll keep it 5 out of 10 because I want to say, even though I can't see the original skin, I think it's probably the original skin had the wings and the feathers and all that other stuff. Otherwise, if that is the skin, she really missed the mark.
Yeah, I love that. Like there was this hint that it might be a snake, and they really did a good job of framing that to get there. So I'll bump this up to I think a 7.
Why does she have wings? Medusa does not have wings, but she has wings made out of palm fronds.
It's shoulder armor.
Is it though? Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm going from 6 to a maybe. But except for getting palm leaves that size, wrapping yourself in them, that's a lot of effort. So for effort's sake, I will bring it back up from a 3 to a 4. So 4 out of 10 for the final call.
Oh. All right, this is fantastic.
Is this like a fetish thing? Are they in a dungeon?
So far, this is the best one I've seen. I like it just on its own. This is hilarious. I'm going with a 7.
Just purely based on, I am hoping that's his grandmother. And I hope he is not like living some kind of fetish he has for it. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
I guess I'll just start at a 7. I love shit. That's weird. So,
oh, hell yeah. I feel like almost giving them an 8 just for nailing like the ears, the hair, the goggles, the glasses. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna raise my score on this one and call it an 8. I actually like this. It's hilarious and very low budget, but it works. It totally works.
What is he? Why is he on a board? He's like, Grandma, ride me like a sled. I love it. It's gone up to a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I guess I can see it being a dragon. Well, let's just keep it a 7. I don't know.
Okay. What's happening here?
I want to hope the Hawaiian shorts are part of the actual skin.
I'm getting the feeling that this is a turtle. Let's go with a 5.7 and see where we go. See where we go with what it's supposed to look like.
There's a lot to be said for aggressive gardening. I feel like I don't know whether he's wearing cowboy boots or rubber boots. There's something dangling in his crotch with a circle on it, and I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of that is. But it definitely gives you something to aim at. I'll give him a 5 out of 10 for effort. How about that?
I've never judged something where I had no clue what the original source material was before. It is hard. I'm actually pretty impressed. I don't know if I have anything bad to say about it other than good job gardening. I'm going to say he's 6 out of 10.
This character is called Bristleback.
Bristleback. See, now that looks bristly. Those look like crab legs. I'm going to be honest. But I do love it in the sense that he got everything to stand up. Dude's shirtless, he's shirtless, okay, and he's got that, I'm not sure what the thing dangling on his crotch is from, but all right, I'm gonna raise it up and give him a 6.
That's pretty impressive, I will have to say. I'm going to probably I'm going to give him also a 7 out of 10. His costume alone, I really like, but I do like the grandmother. I think old people should cosplay, but the Hawaiian shorts do not seem to be a part of it. So actually, you know what? I take it back. He is 6 out of 10.
So no ears, not a what's it called? Not a turtle. It's like a lion man with quills. 6.7. I would say 7, but you could have easily done an eye patch.
What the fuck? I think I had a nightmare about this guy last night.
This is what I would expect to see in a black and white, very B-rated movie.
Well, the first thing the face just reminds me of is like that thing from Crash Bandicoot. When you pick it up and it yells something.
I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. I know we've got giant hand on one side, tiny hand holding signs on the other. But good coloring, there's color differentiation. Obviously, this person's really good at sponge painting. You can tell by and they use body paint. So there's some effort put in there with the construction. I'm going to start off with a 7 out of 10 on this, especially given the headpiece.
A 6.2.
Dude has a ton of paperwork that he needs to take care of. He's like, guys, it's almost tax season, but I'm putting it on hold because this Dota thing is really important to me. I'm going to have to give him like a 5. A 5, I feel comfortable that I can sleep at night giving him a 5.
Oh, zombie. Yeah. Wow, this is great. And the character is like, got skin. And he's got skin as the base. Like, yeah, this is probably my favorite one so far. Let's give this a 9.
Oh, actually, the face is pretty close. I will give him a 6.
Oh God, that's actually really, really good for a low budget thing. I'm going to say that's a good 8 out of 10. I would like to point out that any type of yarn distribution would be very easy if you were a knitter with that, with that character's headpiece. Only because you've got both horns, a lot of different balls of yarn you can run from back and forth.
Oh my God, I thought she was lifting her top and I thought those were her boobs.
There are many things that I'm confused about in this picture. For starters, I had to take a second to look and realize what I was seeing before I became very, very alarmed at what was in front of me. I went from, hey, she's building a cosplay to, oh my God, it's her OnlyFans. And then thought, nope, wait, that's not what I'm looking at after all.
So obviously well endowed in the chest area is this character.
That is pretty brilliant. I gotta give her a 7. Doing the knees for the boobs and then the headscarf.
I'm uncomfortable with this whole thing, but it does work. Now, how as a character do you walk around if your knees are in your chestus area of abundance or lack thereof? I'm not sure what's happening right there. Because I'm alarmed, I don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time, can I go with a 4 and start there? I think I can. Let's go with a 4 and start there.
I don't know. 5? Because there's just based on what I'm seeing, like, yeah, we can always like see how accurate it was as well.
You know what's really sad right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a really good likeness. I'm really saddened by that because I was hoping it was a disaster so that I could just not have to actually go back and say, yeah, that was actually pretty decent. All right, 7. Fine. Let's make it go away.
She recreated the picture really well. 6.5?
It's pretty amazing, actually. Like, at first I was like, it was like a math problem where I'm like, does not compute. And I was like, oh, it all comes together. Did she put her plant behind her to be the arrows?
Mm-hmm. Because it's not there in the other pictures.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with an 8.
Hello. Wow.
Oh, whoa.
I can't even slam this. It's so creepy looking.
The detail around the crown is really good, even like with like a giant Lego in the center. Is that like a spoon on their shoulder? I don't know, man. This one so far has probably been my favorite. Let's just give it an 8. Start there.
Just for straight up creativity and use of props, I'm gonna go with a 9. The face does it. Like, look how crazy that looks.
It is like if you take the ends from Lord of the Rings, like put them in a bad porno. I think he must have used real branches, real leaves. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him a 6.
Holy crap! I mean, okay, even for a standardized cosplay contest that wasn't, hey, this is the best of the worst. I'm still gonna say that's compared to top-notch cosplayers. That would probably be a 6 for this lot that we're looking at. I'm gonna say we're sticking at 9 right there. That's pretty damn amazing.
It is an ant. Okay, well, see, I knew what it was. Okay, well, honestly, a 7.5.
The eyes are a lot bigger than I think what the character's got with his giant head with like a little eyes. I'll keep it an 8.
Why is there a bra on the plant?
Nothing says fun like I'm smoking weed through my underwear with a mop in my hands, trying to celebrate over my little mini Groots that I tried to grow and that looked slightly dead.
Is that underwear under the blood? All right, so let me put on my imagination here. That might be a beard. He's just got some green hair and a mop, but that's a staff, and he's bringing up all these plants up to party. One's just got a bra. So let's just start at a 5.
Why does the lady plant not have a blunt? Okay, I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 10.
How do you get a plant high with a plant? That's like cannabis cannibals. That's like feeding a chicken. How do you do that? And in good conscience, you know, maybe we should go with a 4 just because the plants are so absurdly decorated. Let's go with a 4 just because the underwear are just terrifying me though. Those things have skid marks and it's awkward.
This is Nature's Prophet. Now, what's next to him is a courier. That's different. He summons little treants. He summons 2 to 5 little mini trees to follow him around. They're just not in the picture.
And then what? Rolls them up and smokes them? All right, you know what? I hate to be that guy, but we're definitely going down to a 2 right now. There's no underwear anywhere on that guy's face. Is that supposed to be a beard that he's holding up with a joint? This mother is high. Please don't get so high before you make your next cosplay. That's all I'm asking. Oh my God, there's so much wrong here.
My problem is whose bra did he borrow? His sister's or his mom's? Like, and did he ask? This is why I need a prejudging process where I can actually talk to the costumer and be like, what was your motivation for using your sister's bra? I'm gonna go 3 out of 10.
Did the trees ever light up a spliff or?
Not as far as what I've seen.
Okay. If you saw just the dude, no clue. But having those trees there, that really bumps him up. Let's say 5.7.
Which one's your favorite? Which, it doesn't have to be like best cosplay. Which one just is in your brain?
Well, this one, because it's still in front of my face. No, I'm going to say the one that's in my face to be, oh God, I hope is the tree. The big tree one was actually really cool. I don't know why, but that one just stood out to me. Although Granny and the Munch Mouth, that one also is a good one. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now our new home on Twitch at DJBluePDX. You can also, and there you go.
The grandma, man, yeah, right there. I mean, for all you know, that's a real shotgun she just had lying around. And then I think second is the duo with the wheelbarrow. I mean, I like these more village like touches. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I grew up, but like his tunic is great. I don't know. Sometimes I post stories on my Instagram. I'm on their PhDPool. Someday I will make another YouTube video. But yeah.
What have you learned about the beautiful world of Dota? What are your closing thoughts?
I think it's all closet fetishes by the game makers. The 2 that stuck out the most were the girl with the needs for boobs, and then the Treant tree guy. Those are probably my 2 favorite. You can find me on Facebook, but I never visit there because it's a terrible place now. Twitter and Instagram, I'm RIDD, the number 1 E, so it's Riddle. And then that's basically it.